Shalset takes a shot towards the net. Farah in with the follow-up, going off the crossbar. Flame does not have contact, and Bluey comes in over the top, puts it through, and it's 1-0 PSG.
The first goal, just a matter of pacing. The first shot by Shalset, just barely outpacing somebody. Then him and Farah constantly trying to rotate before Bluey can get in. And even Shalset going up for it.
Shalset will get a nice clear towards the corner. And this one actually goes all the way in. The auto cam had me fooled there. They'll put that one all the way through to OPSG.
Well, towards the corner, but the corner of the net.
Yeah.
Just a nice hard hit right at the ceiling, too, just to bring it down a little bit faster. So
It's two 50-50s in a row. Passes out to Fair, takes the shot, 3-0 PSG.
And this is where solo play can really come in handy. Shalset, a fantastic 1v1 player as well. Getting the first one and then just outpacing Flame, giving it wide open for Farah.
Bluey the pass to Fair, nobody home, puts it through, 4-0 PSG.
Right now, Team Secret just seem to be getting caught off a little bit every single rotation. You see Tylacto and Flame. Tylacto's job was to buy as much time for Flame as possible when that bounce came off the wall.
Play pass Flame on the wall, continue him rotating into net, keeps it killed on the ground, and Fair will roll it in, 5-0 for PSG.
And this again, just thinking you have the time, thinking you can slow it down, knowing Bluey came up, continuum. He had the trap, so I'm surprised he still jumped for it.
Make a monster play here. It'll get shut down by Farah. Bluey turns it around in the other direction. Just letting them know who's boss as they make it the 6-0 defeat.
This really is, like, what control from Bluey. That second touch perfectly getting around.
She'll stay on the offense here. Bluey takes a shot towards the net. Flame's not able to get there. And a creative method of dismantling the defense sees PSG back out in the lead immediately.
I mean, I think this was one of the more midfield passes that we've seen from PSG so far today.
Play right back down the field here. Continual takes another shot, and this clear that just moved it all the way back down. PSG was just not ready for this.
I mean, there's 2 shots for them and already a goal, so they're already on pace to be significantly better performance than last game. They do seem to be trying to play a bit faster, but here we see them just get outpaced again by PSG on that counterattack. You saw the attempt to slow it down in midfield. That's Tylacto's job. He's the last man back. He needs to slow it down, and he doesn't want to be in a situation where...
Good, no, and maybe, what a hard one. Bluey gets the read, puts it through, 2 goals up now for PSG.
Well, it seems like PSG's defense might be struggling. Team Secret need to make sure they don't hop on it too early. The moment they think they've got something, you'll see them overcommit. And this
follow through, passing into the box softly. Bluey looks for the redirect, but doesn't find it, or does he? No, he doesn't make any contact. This ball just rolls through. Looks like Bluey maybe faked out the defense.
I don't think I want to talk much about this. I don't think Team Secret does either, to be honest. So we're just not.
This Flame will get it back up to Tylacto. It's just Shalset in the back. Tylacto finds it this time. Excellent transition to keep the offensive going and tie the game.
Credit on Tylacto and Flame. Flame pushing it right above Farah and Bluey. And once Tylacto knew he was last man, it needed to be hard and high.
Farah will move into the 3 position, but Shalset a beautiful, soft, just the most delicate of touches for PSG to take the lead.
The moment he saw Bluey clearing this up, he just hopped up immediately. Got it right around Tylacto. We saw him turn his car around to make sure he hit it with the top of it. Just
plenty of time for, well, that one's going to go in as well. Now it's a 2-goal game. Still plenty of time for Secret to come back into this. They're making it a bit harder on for themselves. That's the second goal we've seen kind of go in off of a kickoff for PSG. Bluey, a beautiful backwards pass to set it up. Shalset puts it in. 3-goal game. PSG with a stranglehold right now in this match.
That touch from Bluey.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That touch from Bluey, it was clean, unpredictable.
Bluey will play it back down, but Continuum, excellent read to cover the other option. And Tylacto's there. Beautiful team play, quick transition there. And with how much pace, and with how much space there was between Flame and this ball,
you can see what one slip-up does. Bluey did not make contact on that back wall. It bounced straight out in a single slip-up.
Able to cover the other option. Fair should be able to drop this one through and make it a 3-goal game. Again, dominating offense right now. And PSG gets ball control in enemy territory. It's just scary.
Yeah, and the way Bluey approached that, he deliberately trapped it on the backboard.
X gonna go in, and there is the double tap, and that is gonna be the 1 goal for XL.
Well played by Pondex, turn off ball cam, just allowing that to rest perfectly onto the top of his car. Plays it up, and nobody can test him. 2 on defense.
Try and get a goal, otherwise XL are gonna take game at number 1. They're gonna need 2 goals now. Niels turns it in.
Mistakes on defense, but credit goes to the pressure. Pondex with that beautiful read. Has a player challenging him, and he pinches it back to his teammate, puts a shot directly on net. Buy themselves some time to allow them to clear the ball out. Stevo's going to contest, doesn't even need to. A long goal for Remco.
Sometimes if you just jump, you can scare everybody. Remco, long ball for him. He's not going to be too upset over that. That one goal lead is definitely the smarter decision to make. Passing play into the middle. There's Niels Cook, one of the top goal scorers last season, and they need him to be this season. Coming in and lovely slot away there.
Clean pass, an unfortunate touch from Remco. That ball bounces out.
Running the same sort of strategy as
Oh, no.
Looks for the negative angle. He's got it.
That hesitation, just assuming it's going to hit the backboard, you can't let that happen. Podex with a beautiful touch, but you see it there on the bottom. Remco starts to move left. He's like, no, backboard.
So there's going to be a kickoff win there for XL. Half a minute remaining. 2 goals to go. XL could put themselves on match point.
Taking full advantage of this kickoff. You see Greasy trying to rotate around to get a clear, but just doesn't get under it enough. And the issue with it is it pops it up.
It'll be much more difficult for Zentus, but he's unchallenged and scores it anyway.
Exactly like you stated, though, he's unchallenged. Just the ability to freely pass this ball. Niels Cook plays it up high and extremely lofted, but Zentus is the only one to go up for the contest. We've really seen any siege from them consistently as a 50-50 win, allowing Greasy the open net.
Really like that there from Remco, recognizing the situation, recognizing they can just get himself in the way, uses the law of angles to push it straight over to Greasy.
The fast play style
Oh,
approach.
is it though?
Oh, no!
It really isn't! And XL have taken it in a sweep.
It's unfortunate. They were sitting at the midfield. Remco was just waiting for a pass out.
In the grand finals of season 2, Fairy Peak to start things off here, able to punch it into the box and put it into the goal.
And usually Flipside strong on kickoffs, but here Cooks here left all alone trying to get around it, but Freaky just outpaced him. Got it behind Cooks here.
Passion take a shot, upper 90, beautiful pass from Fairy Peak. Quick offense right now from Marky eSports has them up by 2.
Flipside seems a little bit sluggish. Mystic trying to find Marky out there, and Cooks here wanted to get back in the net, but again, it's not his responsibility to meet that one.
And now the counterattack from Marky eSports. It goes all the way down. 3 players committing, draws so much attention on the offense. The flip side forgets about defense.
I mean, Mystic was last man back, and he took that risk. He saw the triple commit, but he wasn't ready for the recovery.
Towards Pashy has been strong all day. Now Freaky to drop this one, and did he use, who was that, Mystic in net? Is that what happened here?
I don't know, so this again,
hold on.
The nightmare spot.
I don't know, I think it just maybe slipped behind Mystic there. 30 seconds left here, and the game is all but over. Flipside just trying to maybe keep the score from just running up, but you know, that's gonna be Fairy Peak with another one in. 5-0 right now for Marky.
5-0, pretty unexpected to be honest. I mean, no matter how you would have had this game predicted, even if you think the flip side wasn't going to be on their game.
2 players out for that. It's just Freaky back in net. He doesn't get the block, and Marky's right there. He'll be able to put this one in. Flipside's up first.
The contest here from Flipside Tactics. We see Mystic coming in, making sure he got to the right-hand side of that ball. It was not going past him.
A haphazard defense here, but Fairy Peak makes the touch. Freaky shot, does it drop in? Are you kidding me? They had such a poor rotation back, but still get the breakaway goal.
I'm honestly surprised that this shot snuck through. Mystic trying to contest it as well as Marky Duda. Both of them getting there for that would have meant that ball would have stayed at the midfield.
I think IR is the only one that's left. Snurk, Cookser to take a shot, puts it in. Look at the pass here from Marky, and Flipside's got the lead back.
We haven't seen Flipside execute something like this in some time. Cookser out to Marky, right back to Cookser. That is the flip side that we know and love.
Marky Duda's got ball control in the middle, the breakaway. Mystic will put in one more just for good measure, and Flipside will take the game. Marky had the chance right there at the end, but the defense held.
Mere inches away, but this time now, Flipside really seem a lot more confident in that touchback from Marky Duda. The selfless plays between those two guys.
Marky Duda cleared away, Pashy with another shot. Freaky with the redirect, fast-paced offense from Marky gives them the lead.
You know, I glanced away for half a second to take a look at the field. Marky looked like he had a decent touch, buying time for Cooks here, but that touch in from Pashy 90.
Be able to avoid the continued offensive push here, but Cooks are through. Oh, gets to play it off of the defender and tie up the game.
Fortunate for him, he had no boost after this flick. I don't know how Fairy Peak missed that. I think there must have been a small mistake. And then Freaky, thinking that Cooks here had more pressure, thinking that he had boost, started to pre-jump that.
Shot towards the net, bouncing it over the top of Marky. Cookser has to play it off of his own backboard. Freaky's in, takes the shot behind Cookser, puts it through. Mocket's got the lead.
Figured with the pace of this shot, might not have gone in, could have gotten saved. I know Cooks here had no choice but to hit it off there. But then Marky, Duda, and Mystic both found themselves on opposite sides of the net.
And it's Mocket that has to play it over to the side. So even once they're pushing it in, if they're able to make that ball spend a lot of time near the ceiling, it'll drop very, very far in the back. And an optimal clear is not available. Marky Duda is able to find it off the pass from Cookser. And that's flip side with the lead.
The hard clear seeming to be working in this situation. Everyone trying to go forward and then backwards with so much boost. And that time it seemed at Fairy Peak.
He's up first. We'll wrap it around the corner, back out. Fairy Peak takes the shot. Beautiful read there by the champion player. And that's a tie game.
And Market deliberately giving up midfield to pull all of Flipside out, knowing that they were doing a good job of counterattacking.
Freaky puts it back into the box. Kusher plays it across. Pashy comes up, full-on boost. Shot towards net. Mystic's clear is not great. Fairy Peak takes a shot, puts it in. 2 seconds left, and it looks like Mocket's going to get the win.
Fairy Peak reacting so quickly to this, and it's up to Mystic facing the wrong direction and trying to get it clear. The moment he saw Mystic facing sideways, Fairy Peak was ready for the jump.
Plays it through, coming off the backboard. Oh, the demolition, hard word to say. Demolition there of the last defender opens up the gates wide for Zenzus.
Difficult situation again, but you see Tylacto trying to contest that from underneath. Just a tough read overall.
Clear over the top. Tylacto has to fall back. And over the top, Zenzus will find it. The defense, they committed 3 on the offense, didn't really have much of a push, and then were wide open as they moved back.
Excel's done a really good job as well transitioning downfield. They're not afraid to take infield pass plays in front of their own net.
Falls back. Will Continuum be able to pick it up. Flame into the corner. Continuum high, but low on boost, and will fall back down. Tylacto runs out of boost as well as he tries to move back into net. Can't get the pace. 3-0 now for Excel.
Initial pass was great, but it just completely caught Tylacto off. You saw as soon as that miss, or he saw that aerial go up and the miss.
Niels Cook falling, blocking most of the opportunities, and now Niels Cook able to pick that one up. The shot, the ball just rolling in front of the net. The defender just at a loss of options.
Zenzus doing a really good job setting up this 50-50 as well, just contesting Flame early. Pretty much Goomba stomps the ball back down and settles right in front of the net.
Keep the score from running up, and now Flame should be able to put this one in. We'll see Secret get on the board. They will not get shut out in game number 1.
We've seen this a lot actually already from Team Secret, where the clears downfield have been pretty solid. Just a big mistake there from the defensive side of Excel. Just wondering what he was going to do, and he made it super easy for them.
What a pinch from Zenzus to put it in. Didn't need the goal, but he'll get a pretty one here to make it a 4-goal game again.
That's a fast goal.
124 kilometers per hour. Only pitches can make it that fast.
Go for a contest, but then not go for the contest, and then just back completely out.
Niels Cook to pinch it off the ground and send it in here. Off the pass from Pondex underneath Continuum. It was a good play.
Just another mistake coming out.
Interesting choice of kickoff strategy here. It's going to work out, though, and Team Secret ties up the game off of the kickoff.
Hey, we mentioned needing to let Tylacto out of his cage. You see it here, a contest early in the midfield, and then just following it up on his own. He also had a third touch coming in just in case, even with the bump.
Niels Cook now back down the field. The demolition onto the goalie. Niels Cook will take advantage of that. Continuum tried, but then was removed, and it'll be Excel with the lead. Excel
again going back to those demo and aggressive play. Pondex just making this real easy for him. And then they get put back on defense.
Ooh, look at this.
Stuff like this happens again.
This drop from Pondex. It started with Zenzus winning so many 50-50s to move it down, and then Pondex just gets a beautiful pass at a very awkward angle, and Niels Cook has the read to put it in and make it a 2-goal game. Niels Cook's shot gets blocked by Continuum, and Pondex actually goes for the back pass. Continuum's going to pick it up, take a shot, put it through. 1-goal game.
All well done here, but able to fend this off as well. In the front of his own net, you see that last player in Tylacto getting bumped out, but still able to land, recover well, and move this downfield with the rest of his team.
Now it's back in the orange box. Continuum has to save it. Pondex with the read. Knew exactly where that ball was going. And with 18 seconds remaining, Excel's back up by 2.
Pondex not afraid to lead the charge. You see it when that ball got rolled into the corner. Rather than going for the boost or trying to play the defender, he just goes straight to the ball, plays it around, and creates opportunities for his team.
Looking like Team Secret was going to be able to claw back into this one. It does go a 5th one, and my goodness, this one bouncing off of a Secret player even. An ugly loss here for Secret as they will be on match point.
A lot of it just has to do with this pace. Again, the couple times that they're able to move it downfield, they look solid.
Continuum's there, and he'll find Flame up in the corner to wrap this one back around. Tylacto might be able to. Yes, he does. Drops it underneath it behind the defender, and that's Team Secret with a lead.
Well done by Flame, just preemptively up on that wall, just sitting in a cherry picker position, and plays a beautiful pass, using that awkward corner touch so it plays out further to his teammate.
3 minutes remaining. Niels cook the ball right there in front of the net. He'll find it. The defenders unable to get themselves in between the goal and the ball, and this will be a 1-2 play between Ponedux and Niels Cook.
Seems to be this Team Secret team falls apart when put under pressure, when they're put under the microscope. It's the first time we've seen it so far in this series. You can see the contest at the midfield, but all it takes is one yet again.
Missing on the wall, the weak point of both of these newcomer teams. Tylacto misses there, and Niels Cook able to punish.
Interesting to see where he's going to be on this. And there's no boost at all for Chaussette. He will be beat in the race.
I was going to blame Chaussette's short car, maybe. This bounced right over
He's got
him.
loads.
He had loads of boost. He had loads of everything. He honestly just misjudged that bounce.
Yes.
He was hoping it would go right off his hood.
This ball has reached that 40-second mark that you did mention. Now let's see what PSG got to do. First things first, they've got to get that half, and they've got to avoid it from getting to Marky Duda.
These quick, accurate passes directly onto the hood of Marky Duda. You see Cooks are getting one. It did pinch off of Bluey. Oh, wow, that was actually super circumstantial.
Bluey will be first. This Cooks has to try and deal. He tries to pre-jump, but Bluey is just way too accurate.
So Cooks here had, I mean, he had a billion decisions, but two major ones. You either sit still or you try and come up. But knowing Bluey and knowing what kind of player Bluey is.
Chaussette needs to get there. Gonna tap back down yet again. Here's the follow-up, and we are all tied up.
This was just great decision after great decision for Flipside Tactics. Marky getting it around one, pinching on the side, Chaussette and Farah going up, and Cooks here, knowing he couldn't drop it down instead, hits it off the backboard.
I think both teams have recognized how important the next goal is, and Marky Duda, he's been doing it all game, and he gets it.
He really has found his form. Marky Duda, on the moment he wants to retreat, he steals a little bit of boost just in case, and on that retreat, making full use of his positioning.
This could be a huge problem, but Chaussette turns that one straight in. We are now back to 2-2.
5 shots to 6 right now, and this seems to be a bit of a silly way. Cooks here all the way on the side, no one anywhere near net. And Chaussette, the moment he realized that, took the shot. A little bit off, and he could have missed it, but Chaussette there to keep his team in the game. 2-2. Is it going to be 3-2? What? Farah immediately off of kickoff, 11 seconds left. PSG put themselves in the lead.
Oh, it's gone from so great to so wrong for Flipside Tactics. Farah straight off the kickoff, lovely pass straight into the middle. So we're now going to head into our third game of this series.
Oh,
that's going to be a
Marky.
big bump. Farah couldn't get his result, and it's eventually... Oh, that went from a great play to a, okay, it's all right play, to just a scrappy as hell play.
You can't see it, but there's only one thing in team chat right now, and it's Chaussette going, phew. Back.
There's going to be a long ball with PSG. Can they try and follow up? Yes, it is going to be Chaussette picking up his first goal. And if PSG take this game, they take the series.
This is about the second or third goal that we've seen Flipside pushing too far up. Chaussette and Bluey both going for it. Oh, not again. Another one? Flipside.
Defenders, please. There has to be someone. Marky tries to go up.
Yeah, that was on Marky.
He was the defender.
He was the last defender. He wanted to go for the nice touches while he rolled his car upside down.
But you don't want to just be launching yourself at it. Get yourself on the goal line, give yourself space to move, and that's going to be another shot. That will find its way in. PSG are well on their way to 4-0 in the league.
If you give them too much room, this is exactly what they'll do. And Farah has spent the last 2 seasons just proving.
But I think we can almost certainly say, I'm going to wait for a little while. This is my ending speech for this game. So, good goal, Flipside, but it is pretty much merely delaying the inevitable.
I mean, if there's a team that fights till the end, I've never seen Flipside give up on a game.
Just
the counterattack immediately. Devo's not going to make the same mistake at Fairy Peak. That is quite sloppy on both sides, to be completely frank. Pesci getting coincidentally knocked as Greasy goes up to try and contest him for that.
Mocket will be happy to hold themselves back in time, so that's going to be a very difficult situation. Mocket completely mispositioned.
I mean, it was a matter of time. The last 3 shots Mocket double commit for. The last 3, they 100% double commit for.
But it has been followed up, and it has been set up, and it is going to be Remco picking up his first. Picking up his second, I should say.
Incidental, given the fact that they were, 2 goals down. They only had a minute and a half. They were going to put a lot of pressure on. But the moment you know you're beat, or if you aren't closing that gap, that third person really needs to be aware to drop all the way back.
Breezy barely even moving to take that shot. But Envy are on fire, and they are tearing Marky to shreds.
They really seem to have spread out on the field. Just the positioning. Remco straight into Greasy, then Devo cutting that back across. Remco there to secure. Pashy caught between.
But as teams get very good at predicting what the defender is trying to do. Oh my goodness, Fairy Peak! Hello! How are you?
Hello, indeed. He got bumped directly into that, recovered on the wall, somehow found the angle to put that under the crossbar.
Thinking ahead to the future, and now Mucket looking so strong, and they've done it yet again, the counter-attack.
You noticing Pashy going for that boost was actually massive. That's the only reason he was able to even get that counter-attack. He was trying to think more than one step ahead.
It's like there's a line there for whoever's not playing the ball, and that's going to be 3. 1 minute remaining, Mucket looking solid.
This is tough for the defenders at this point. Devo, the last man back, just all he has to do is buy time, but Freaky kept it away from him well. Just before Devo got there, he smacked it right past him.
But if there's any player that can deal with that sort of situation, it's going to be Remco, but it's going to be Greasy to start off this game. Great individual play.
Greasy with a solo play. He had no support here. Actually, he did. Devo was in mid, but the moment that went up, he dropped back because he had total faith.
Against Greasy, Pashy coming in, pass over to Freaky, and that is how you turn a 1v1 into a 1v Nash shut up of scored.
A 3v1. Poor guy. Greasy did everything he could, but that is exactly how you do it. That is how you think. Cereal box of a car.
Oh, speaking of which, that is just criminal. That is criminal defending right there. And Envy take the lead yet again.
I mean, there really isn't much to say here. There's the one thing to say is that guy just messed up right there.
He overplayed it. He thought Devo was going to move, and Devo was not to steal. Tried his hardest, but he will inevitably beat. And yet again, Mucket 3v1.
Devo played as well as he could. He actually juked Pashy. He didn't even jump.
Nope.
He juked him out of the bump, but that was still enough to choke him up just enough.
Being the team that gives it up, that could be an opportunity. Devo can't make it there in time. Greasy and Devo make huge errors in the background, and Mucket are on match points.
They both tried to go up for this, and neither of them stay in net. Devo tried his little heart out to
Really doubt they can try and break down this very stellar Mucket defense using that. And that's going to be a great shot. Oh my goodness! We wanted creativity. Greasy just smacked it one.
After getting bumped by Freaky as well, recovery incredible. Oh, what is that placement?
Doesn't make contact though. Does get a block. He's going to have to try and throw some bodies, and there is going to be Pashy. Double tap. I don't think it was intentional, but I don't think he will care.
That miss from Greasy. He was still able to get the block on the Fairy Peak, but by then his team was a bit in a frenzy.
Drop straight down. There's an open net. Fairy Peak has ended it. Mucket takes the win.
There it is. Fairy Peak as close to that backboard as possible on the ground. The moment he saw the clear from Freaky, he planted himself on the ground. No one in net from Envy, and Marky eSports will take down Team Envy.